And I don't say this to offend you, but you're severely mentally ill if you can't see what's going on here.
You use the term mentally ill quite loosely, don't you? It's almost as if you have an obsession with being mentally ill, or with others being mentally ill. It's almost if you are hiding something.
People agree that he likes to drink a lot of juice. Besides that, these people strongly promote pharmaceutical companies.
What, they do? Why? I thought that nobody was aware that you should take B12 supplements, but now I guess everyone is... All vegans are very much promoting these things. Of course, no one on a normal, standard American diet does this. You know, this is typically a vegan thing.
Especially the white powders. This is what creatine looks like.
No, that's what red meat looks like. I mean, creatine really does look like...
And this is the medicine.
That, yes. If you're gonna, you know, if you're gonna extract it, then it looks like white powder. That's just what it is.
They want you to buy. It's made in a lab. That's why it's white powder. It may not come from animals, but it sure as hell also doesn't come from plants.
I believe that's the first true thing you've said in this video.
So by using it, you become a drug addict.
Yeah, you know, if my creatine, if I don't get my creatine fix, I totally get the shivers, man. I'm like, oh my god, I need my next fix. I'll even blow a guy in a street alley for some creatine, man. Like, I'm totally fucking addicted, like all other vegans are, of course. What the fuck? Like, dude, like, there are weeks that I don't take the stuff simply because I forget to take it. I've been off it for several times, sometimes for months. And here comes the really neat thing, and this is why the whole like bodybuilding and creatine thing doesn't make any sense at all. So you can say that some success to some of these vegans is due to creatine. For one, this is a supplement that everyone uses, alright? This is something that all people that are in the fitness industry use. It's even more popular than protein shakes. You guys might be one of the very few people that don't take it. I mean, yeah, you know, if you eat a kilo of meat, you probably don't require extra creatine. It's not a necessary supplement for human survival either, though. Like, you could give the same stuff to a deer and they probably would build up extra muscle. But here comes the really neat thing. It isn't real muscle. And that is really the funny thing about this. You can never say that a vegan has a success in bodybuilding due to creatine supplementation. Why? Because there's a ceiling when you use creatine. Usually, you build up around 10 to 12 pounds, no, that's 8 to 12 pounds of muscle mass on creatine. You build up fat-free mass, but most of that mass is not muscle. None of it is muscle, as far as I know. You simply absorb more water into your muscles if you use it. That's why there is such a ceiling. You know, that's why if you use it, you always gain 12 pounds, in my case, for example, and you will always lose 12 pounds when you get off it in the, I don't know, next 8 weeks when you stop using it. It's always the same amount. You always gain the same amount, you always lose the same amount. So, you know, you can never say like, oh, a vegan has built up all their fake muscle due to creatine supplementation. That's absolute bullshit and makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Again, for the 100th time, there's a ceiling to this. So I hope that I don't have to explain you this any more times. You don't build up any real muscle, and you know, you probably mentioned that, and you were right, because you build up water weight. But that also means that if I use creatine, and I have been using it, and after those 12 pounds that I've gained, I gain weight, and it's fat-free mass, then it is in fact real muscle mass. So yes, you are ignorant about the subject, clearly.
Admit that you can get what you need from plants. Vegans generally talk about medicine as if everybody should be taking it.
I just shortly want to mention that some of the people that do follow your diet, I have seen that they take supplements and they actually advocate other people to do this as well. Just saying, just like vegans do.
Mass. Technically, John Menas doesn't even have muscles because they are not made out of red meat.
Right, it's made from, what is it actually? If it isn't red meat, then what is it?
If an animal would try to eat him, they would die from poisoning, and that's not a joke.
No, you know, when you say something as idiotic as that, then you don't have to tell us that it's not a joke, because we know that you believe ridiculous shit like that. So let me get this straight, you know, if a carnivorous animal, such as ourselves, right, would eat what John Venus is, they would die. They would die from poisoning. However, you know, humans that eat meat with antibiotics, added hormones, pesticides, you know, all that stuff, that doesn't kill us. That doesn't kill animals if you feed that to other animals. No. But if a person uses creatine, oh my god. Now that's the real poison. You know how fucking stupid that sounds? You know how fucking ignorant you sound about this whole subject? This is why the video is titled the way it is. You really don't know what you're talking about. Also, like, we are these carnivorous creatures, and if we use creatine supplementation, we become pretty much poisonous meat, right? Yet we don't die. What?
The so-called supplements are made out of petroleum, coal tar, or processed sugar, and many other toxins.
I kinda doubt that creatine is made out of any of those, but he could be right, I don't know. However, like, the fact is that it is not really linked to much of health problems unless you have kidney problems like Gatis has.
In that sense, creatine is the same as synthol. It creates a synthetic human.
Yeah, you know, like, why the fuck would you take cannabis? I mean, you might as well take heroin. You really are going to compare, you know, injecting yourself with oil to creatine supplementation. You really, like, you don't want to have any integrity? What? Jesus fuck, man.
Absolutely no way around nature, but Monsanto and Bayer would like you to believe that.
Really? Bayer and Monsanto are into the bodybuilding / creatine industry? I didn't know that.
If they use synthetic hormones or pro-hormones, then again they don't...
Yeah, like they use in meat? You're talking about that?
...realize that these are supposed to mimic animal hormones, which...
Right, so do vegans take pro-hormones and shit like that? Because I'm not aware of that. Maybe with the exception of D3, which is considered a steroid hormone, but, you know, other than that, I don't know. But most of us don't even take that. I don't even take that.
...actually get by eating animals. Vegans also don't get the animal vitamin A.
The animal vitamin A, yeah, because, you know, like, I don't know, I've read a few studies and, you know, it always shows that, in fact, beta-carotene will always reverse vitamin A deficiency, but, you know, 100% of the time, but, I don't know, probably just, you know, probably propaganda or some shit.
Which is used to store protein, so what their body does is use the liver stores. This will always end with liver failure, so it's...
Yeah, 100% of vegans get liver failure. You know, vegans are really well known to get liver failure. That's really like a thing, like, oh yeah, vegans, yeah, they get liver failure. Yeah.
Very stupid idea to try bodybuilding if you don't eat saturated animal fat.
I don't know, man. I've been doing it on and off for the last, I don't know, 6 years. Or longer than that. And a few years of that I've been vegan. I've been pretty successful.
Plants are...
I mean, really, I've gained 7 pounds when I was vegan from pure muscle mass. And really, honestly, like, a lot of those months I wasn't even active. And 7 pounds after you've been lifting for a few years already, that's really good, actually. So what have we learned? We have learned that creatine is an addictive drug, which of course only vegans take. I mean, nobody in the fitness industry takes creatine. That would be ridiculous. And we are made, everyone that takes creatine is made out of poisonous meat, which is pretty cool actually if you think about it. Yet it doesn't kill us. And yeah, really, what a great source of information Goddess is, man. You learn so much from him. Wow.